Hi, I'm Lina. Chapter 21 on page 118. Decorum, espouse, exhilaration, exorbitant, extricate, facilitate, orthodox, rejuvenate, synchronize, tenuous. 10 words in context. In the space provided, write the letter of the meaning closest to that of each bold-faced word. Use the context of the sentences to help you figure out each word's meaning. 1. Decorum. Noun. Decorum demands that you send a thank you note for all birthday gifts, even those you don't like or will never use. In her newspaper columns, Miss Manners gives advice on decorum in all kinds of situations. For example, she says that at a dinner party, you must be polite even if you find a bug crawling in your salad. Decorum means a difficult situation, b. beauty, c. proper conduct. 2. Espouse. Verb. Some politicians espouse whatever ideas they think will win them votes. People who espouse animals' rights often find themselves in conflict with scientists who argue for the use of animals in medical experiments. Espouse means a. to speak for, b. to argue against, c. to study. 3. Exhilaration. Noun. After the last exam of the year, Jan and I were filled with exhilaration that we skipped all the way to the car. A marching band gives most people a feeling of exhilaration. The lively music makes them feel excited. Exhilaration means a. appropriateness, b. liveliness, c. commitment. 4. Exorbitant. Adjective. Even I were rich, I wouldn't pay $300 for those shoes. That's an exorbitant price. The armed forces often spend exorbitant amounts on minor items, including an $800 ashtray and a toilet seat that cost thousands of dollars. Exorbitant means a. estimated, b. inconvenient, c. extremely high. 5. Extricate. Verb. The fly struggled and struggled, but unable to extricate itself from the spider's web. The young couple ran up so many debts that they finally needed a counselor to help them extricate themselves from their financial mess. Extricate means a. to untangle, b. to distinguish, c. to excuse. 6. Facilitate. Verb. Automatic doors in supermarkets facilitate the entry and exit of customers with bags or shopping carts. For those with poor eyesight, large print facilitates reading. Facilitate means a. to decrease, b. to cause, c. to assist. Page 119, chapter 21. 7. Orthodox. Adjective. When Father Mackenzie brought drums and electric guitars into church, he shocked the more orthodox members of his congregation. The orthodox footwear for a sprint or distance race is some kind of running shoes, but a champion Ethiopian runner competed in the Olympics barefoot. Orthodox means a. revolutionary, b. traditional, c. important. 8. Rejuvenate. Verb. The fountain of youth was a legendary spring whose water could rejuvenate people. The grass had become brown and matted, but a warm spring rain rejuvenated it, perking it up and turned it green again. Rejuvenate means A. To set free, B. To excite, C. To give new life to. 9. Synchronize. Synchronize. Verb. The secret agents synchronized their watches so that they could cross the border that exactly the same minute. We need to synchronize the clocks in our house. The kitchen clock is 10 minutes slower than the alarm clock in the bedroom. Synchronize means A. To coordinate, B. To repair, C. To find. Tenuous. Adjective. It doesn't take much to destroy an already tenuous relationship. Something as slight as forgetting to telephone can cause an unstable relationship to collapse. Dale was opposite to the Equal Rights Amendment, but his position seemed tenuous. He couldn't support it with any facts, and his logic was weak. Tenuous means A. Shaky, B. Easy, C. Established. Matching words with definitions. Following are definitions of the 10 words. Clearly write or print each word next to its definition. The sentences above and on the previous page will help you decide on the meaning of each word. 1. Cheerfulness or high spirits means exhilaration. 2. To free from a tangled situation or a difficulty. The answer is 5. Extricate. 3. Having little substance or basis. Weak, poorly supported means tenuous. 4. Correctness in behavior and manners, standards or conventions of socially acceptable behavior. 1. Decorum. 5. To make someone feel or seem young again, or to make something seem fresh or new again. The answer is 8. Rejuvenate. 6. To support, argue for, or adopt an idea or cause. The answer is 2. Espouse. 7. To cause to occur at exactly the same time. To cause clocks and watches to agree in time. The answer is 9. Synchronized. 8. To make easier to do or to get. The answer is 6. Facilitate. 9. Following established traditional rules or beliefs, especially in religion. Following what is customary or commonly accepted. The answer is 7. Orthodox. 10. Excessive, especially in amount, cost, or price, beyond what is reasonable or appreciated. Caution: do not go any further until you are sure the above answers are correct. When you can use the definitions to help you in the following practices, your goal is eventually to know the words well enough so that you don't need to check the definitions at all. Chapter 21, page 120. Sentence check number 1. Using the answer line provided, complete each item below with the correct word from the box. Use each word once. A. Decorum. B. Espouse. C. Exhilaration. D. Exorbitant. E. Extricate. F. Facilitate. G. Orthodox. H. Rejuvenate. I. Synchronize. J. Tenuous. 1. Ignoring all standard of cafeteria decorum, students sat on the tables and threw French fries at each other. Some premature babies are so tiny and weak that their hold on life is very tenuous. 3. The ads for the anti-wrinkle cream claim that it will rejuvenate against skin. 4. The new restaurant went out of business because of its exorbitant price. 5. The children's exaggeration at the amusement park was contagious. The parents soon felt excited too. 6. If you are giving a dinner party, preparing some food platters ahead of time will facilitate your work when the guests arrive. 7. At age 2, Patrick got his head stuck between the bars of an iron railing. His parents had to call the fire department to come and extricate him. 8. During the 1960s and 1970s, there were bitter clashes between those who espoused the United States' involvement in Vietnam and those who were opposite to it. 9. New members of the Water Ballet Club have trouble coordinating their swimming, but with practice, the group is able to synchronize its movements. 10. The, the orthodox treatment in this kind of case, the doctor said, is surgery followed by chemotherapy. But some specialists are exploring the possibility of using surgery alone. Note: now check your answers of those questions by turning to page 179. Going over the answers carefully will help you prepare for the next two practices for which answers are not given. Sentence check 2. Using the answer lines provided, complete each item below with two words from the box. Use each word once. 1 to 2. It filled the audience with exhilaration to see the dancers in the chorus line synchronize their turns and kicks so perfectly. 3 to 4. In any religion, orthodox practices are slow to change. New ones are always in an tenuous position at first and require time to become widely accepted. 5 to 6. Although it seems exorbitant, an expensive vacation may be worth the money, as it can often rejuvenate one's mind and body. 7 to 8. Foreign service officers must observe strict rules of conduct. If their behavior violates decorum, their government may have to extricate itself from a diplomatic mess. 9 to 10. My grandmother espoused garlic as a treatment for chest colds, in the belief that it facilitated breathing. Sometimes she made us eat it, and sometimes she rubbed it on our chest. As a result, we often ostracized by our friends, who found the smell of garlic repugnant. Page 121, Chapter 21. Final check. 12 grown men in a bug. Here is a final opportunity for you to strengthen your knowledge of the 10 words. First, read the following selection carefully. Then, fill in each blank with a word from the box at the top of the previous page. Context clues will help you figure out which word goes in which blank. Use each word once. My college reunions are very traditional occasions, but there is always very little that is orthodox about my husband's. Take, for example, one of the final events of his reunion last year. It all began with a big bearded man stood up to address the raucous crowd. Over the noise, the man yelled, "You're about to see an amazing sight. The 12 large robust hunk of manhood you see up here, none with a waistline smaller than 42 inches, are about to squeeze into this Volkswagen Beetle. We're not here to espouse the use of economy cars, and we're not masochists trying to torture ourselves. It's just that we all fit into the Beatles 20 years ago, and we aim to do it again today. And thus we occasionally reju- rejuvenate ourselves by letting go of our serious side and doing something in N. Now, how we stay young? Now, I know that some of you have exorbitant bets in the amount of 2 whole bucks riding on this. He joked. We won't fail those who believe in us, and those of you who consider our claim tenuous, just watch. Then the beard of a man turned to the 11 others. Okay, heroes, he exhorted them. This is no time for decorum. Forget your manners and do anything you can to facilitate things mighty task. Now, let's synchronize our start all together. Ready, set, go! Shoving, yelling, and cursing, the 12 men tried to squeeze into the car. If they do get in, I said to my husband, how were they ever extricate themselves? Moments later, however, everyone was cheering vociferously. All 12 men were inside the car. After a few seconds, they exploded out of it. Wild with exhilaration, sweet, sweaty, but triumphant. They jumped up and down and hugged one another. Scores. Sentence check 2, blank percent. Final check, blank percent. Enter your scores above in the vocabulary performance chart on the inside back cover of the book. It's the end of my reading. Thanks.